Welcome to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com, your daily Bollywood news. Let's get into it.
And let's start with the box office clash of the titans that is brewing. And it is a fascinating one. The headline is asking, can Priyanka Chopra's upcoming film Varanasi beat Rashmika Mandanna's Pushpa 2 to deliver the highest-grossing film by an Indian actress?
I love this framing because it's not just about two movies. It's about two incredible, powerful women at the top of their game, representing different facets of Indian cinema. On one hand, you have Priyanka Chopra, our global icon, returning to a big-budget Indian production directed by none other than S.S. Rajamouli.
And we just got new looks of her character Mandakini from the sets of Varanasi for her birthday. And can I just say, wow, she looks fierce, intense, completely in character. The images have this epic, almost mythical quality to them that you expect from a Rajamouli film. It's not just a poster, it's a statement.
It absolutely is. And on the other side of this battle, you have Rashmika Mandanna as Srivali in Pushpa 2 The Rule. This isn't just a role, it's a cultural phenomenon. Pushpa was a monster hit across the country, and the anticipation for the sequel is through the roof. Rashmika is the heart of that franchise in many ways.
Exactly. So you have this incredible dynamic, global superstardom versus pan-India franchise power. It's not really Priyanka versus Rashmika as people, but a fascinating look at what audiences are hungry for. An epic new story from a master filmmaker, or the continuation of a story that has already captured the nation's heart. And what a great position to be in for Indian cinema, that these are the conversations we're having. The focus is on films headlined by powerful female characters and tremendously successful actresses. It signals a real shift in what constitutes a massive blockbuster. Totally. And the conversation isn't just about who will win. The real winner is the audience. We get two potentially groundbreaking films. Plus, the posters for Varanasi, they have me so intrigued. They're not giving away much, but the mood, the intensity in Priyanka's eyes, it just screams epic.
It does. It feels like a story with real weight and history behind it. Happy birthday to her, by the way. What a way to celebrate, by gifting us these incredible new glimpses. I cannot wait to see what both of these films bring to the table.
Me neither. It's going to be a blockbuster season to remember.
From blockbuster queens to the undisputed king of the box office, Salman Khan was out and about at an event in Mumbai, and he was in classic Salman form.
Let me guess. He was asked a question he didn't want to answer, and he handled it with that trademark humor.
You know it. He was inaugurating a new IT center, doing some good work, distributing house keys, and of course, the media was there. And someone tried to ask him about his film, Matrubhumi. Oh, that's a deep cut. That project has been in the works for a while, right? For a very long time. And he just smiled and said, "Ask me anything, not that one question." He just playfully shut it down completely, and everyone had a good laugh. It's such a specific skill to be able to dodge a question so gracefully that it becomes a charming moment instead of an awkward one. It is. It's the superstar shield. He doesn't get flustered, he doesn't get annoyed, he just pivots. It's a masterclass in media management, really. He gives them a headline, Salman dodges question, without giving them any actual information. Exactly. And in doing so, he keeps the mystery around the project alive. Is it happening? Is it not? Who knows? But we're all talking about it again, just because he told us not to. Genius. Pure genius. Never change, Salman, never change. All right, let's turn our attention to the most prestigious awards in the country. The 72nd National Film Awards were announced, and it's a huge list of winners and a lot to talk about. So much to talk about. This is always such an exciting time because it honors cinema from all across India, and this year's list is packed with incredible talent. Let's start at the top. The Best Feature Film Award went to Article 370, a powerful and topical film, and that win was complemented by its lead, the fantastic Yami Gautam, winning Best Actress, a truly deserving win. Her performance was widely praised for its intensity and conviction. It was a career-defining role for her, and it's wonderful to see it recognized at this level.
Absolutely. And for Best Actor, we have a tie. The award is shared between two phenomenal performers for two very different but equally demanding roles.
Yes, Kartik Aaryan for his transformative role in Chandu Champion and the legendary Mammootty for his terrifyingly brilliant performance in Brahma Yugam.
What a brilliant decision. I don't know how a jury could possibly choose between those two. Kartik's physical and emotional transformation for Chandu Champion was staggering. It was a side of him we had never seen before. And he shared this incredibly moving video of his mother's reaction to his win. She was just overwhelmed with emotion, crying with joy. He's squealing with delight in the background. It was so pure and so heartwarming. It's a beautiful reminder of what these awards mean, not just to the artists, but to their families who support them through the entire journey.
Oh, that was the sweetest thing. And his director, Kabir Khan, called it a performance for the ages and said he felt like it was a personal win for him too. You can feel the love and respect there. It was a massive undertaking, and it paid off beautifully.
And then you have Mammootty.
What can you even say? Brahmayugam was a masterwork, and he was chilling, charismatic, and utterly captivating.
It was a performance that got under your skin.
It really did. And the accolades from his peers have been pouring in. Both Mohanlam and Kamal Haasan, legends in their own right, congratulated him, calling the win well-deserved. That level of respect from your contemporaries, especially from artists of that stature, is perhaps the greatest award of all.
It speaks volumes, doesn't it? It's that beautiful sense of camaraderie in the Southern film industries. They celebrate each other's successes with such genuine warmth. It's lovely to see.
The list of winners goes on and on. Rendi Pudha won Best Debut Director for Swatantra Veer Savarkar. That is a massive achievement, especially for a film he also starred in, co-wrote, and co-produced. He said he was still trying to process it, and I can imagine.
The sheer amount of work and passion that went into that project. For it to be recognized like this must be incredibly validating. A huge congratulations to him.
And another one that made me so happy. Best Supporting Actor went to the one and only Sanjay Mishra for his role in Bakshak. He is just a national treasure. He brings so much heart and soul to every single role, and it's just wonderful to see his craft honored. He said he was deeply grateful, but I think we're all grateful for him.
We absolutely are. And the Best Hindi Feature Film Award went to Srikanth, the Rajkumar Rao starrer. Another film with a powerful message and a fantastic central performance. It's great to see a film like that get this kind of recognition. Now, with any awards ceremony, there's always the joy of the wins, but there's also the discussion around the snubs or the films that people felt were overlooked. It's inevitable. Art is subjective, and everyone has their favorites. There was quite a bit of chatter online from fans who felt that Ajay Devgan's performance in Maidan was deserving of a win. And you know, they have a point. It was a towering performance.
It was. And you also had Malayalam actor Chandu Salim Kumar, who was in Manjumal Boys, questioning the awards and saying that he felt better films were ignored, hinting at political influence.
That's a criticism that often comes up with the national awards, and it's important that those conversations happen. It keeps the institution accountable. At the end of the day, no awards list will please everyone, but what it does do is spark conversation, encourage people to watch films they might have missed, and celebrate the incredible diversity of talent we have in this country.
A perfect summary. From Article 370 in Hindi to Brahmayugam in Malayalam to Santali film Angan getting a special mention, it's a testament to the sheer breadth of stories being told. Huge, huge congratulations to every single person who took home an award.
Hear, hear. Well-deserved all around.
Let's do a quick spin around the box office because there's a lot happening there as well. The comedy franchise Dhamal 4 is still going strong.
It certainly is. It just crossed the 150 crore milestone at the worldwide box office in 9 days. That makes it Ritesh Deshmukh's 8th highest grossing film ever. That franchise has an incredibly loyal audience. People just show up for the guaranteed laughs. They do. And speaking of big ensemble comedies, Akshay Kumar's Welcome to the Jungle is also holding its own. It's interesting to see these multi-star comedies really finding their footing again. It seems to be a formula that works, especially when you need that big screen communal laughing experience. And we're seeing some great numbers from regional cinema too. Yes, Koimoy has these great roundups. We're seeing strong performances in the Mollywood, Tollywood, and Punjabi box offices for 2026. And the Marathi film Gabatkund just wrapped up its theatrical run as the 6th highest grossing Marathi film of the year. It's just so encouraging to see different industries thriving. It really is. It proves that a good story, well told, can find its audience anywhere, regardless of the language. And one film that's preparing to find its audience is Vijay's final film, Jana Nayagan.
Oh, the anticipation for this one is immense, and it seems the distributors are taking things very seriously.
There have been strict instructions issued to theaters. Very strict. They have to adhere to government-approved ticket prices, no exceptions. And because the film has an A certificate, no one under 18 will be allowed in. It's a clear message. They want this to be a smooth, regulated release, probably to manage the massive crowds they're expecting. You can't blame them. With it being his last film before he fully enters politics, the fan frenzy is going to be at an all-time high. It's the end of an era for Tamil cinema in a way. It truly is. It's going to be a cinematic event.
All right, let's check in on some other major projects and stars. We have an update on RC-17, which is the next big film from Ram Charan, teaming up with director Sukumar.
The Rangastalam duo back together. The report says the scripting is almost done, and they're likely to start shooting in November. After the global success of RRR, every move Ram Charan makes is under a microscope. This is a huge project.
Sukumar and Ram Charan are a powerhouse combination. The expectations are going to be sky high. And speaking of superstars, Ranbir Kapoor is apparently deep in preparation for his role in the epic Ramayana.
This is a fascinating story. Kumar Vishwas, the writer and poet who is consulting on the film, revealed that Ranbir has been calling him to understand the nuances of the character. He asked a really profound question. Is Rama a god or a human?
Wow, that's not a superficial question. That shows he's not just learning lines. He's trying to understand the philosophical and emotional core of the character he's playing. That's dedication.
It's exactly the kind of deep dive you'd hope an actor would take for a role of this magnitude. It's not just about playing a deity. It's about playing an ideal, a concept, and a man all at once. I have a feeling he is going to pour everything he has into this.
I think so too. From the deeply serious to the delightfully silly, we have a story about Akshay Kumar's on-set antics.
Oh, this is a classic. Actress Bhavna Pani shared a story from the set of Booth Bangla, and she said Akshay Kumar was a notorious prankster. Her quote was, "Hide my slippers."
Of course, it's always the slippers. It seems to be a running theme with him. You hear these stories from so many of his co-stars over the years. He just loves to keep the atmosphere on set light and fun. It's his signature move. You're working on a horror film, the tension is high, and suddenly your shoes are missing. It's gotta break the ice. It certainly does. And we have some really lovely personal news from a couple of actresses. First, Katrina Kaif shared some rare family photos for her 43rd birthday. This was so sweet. It was a glimpse into her celebration with Vicky Kaushal and their son Vihan. They're usually so private, so it was really special to see them in that relaxed, happy family mode. It was a beautiful, heartwarming post. It really was. And on a more serious but ultimately hopeful note, Selena Jaitley has announced her comeback to acting. Yes, with a film called Sister Nibaita. And she's been very open that this comeback comes at a very difficult time in her personal life as she's going through a legal and custody battle.
Her post was very emotional. She said, "I have no other option but to return to work." It's a powerful reminder of the resilience and strength it takes to navigate personal hardship while also reclaiming your professional space.
The film itself is about the life of Margaret Elizabeth Noble, a fascinating historical figure. It sounds like a powerful project for her to make her return with. We are sending her so much strength and wishing her all the very best with the film and everything else.
Absolutely. It takes immense courage to be that vulnerable publicly, and we're all rooting for her.
Let's round things out with a few more headlines from around the industry. First, a little bit of music industry drama that seems to have resolved itself.
Ah, yes, the Tanishq Bakshi and Yash Raj film situation. He had posted on social media alleging he was owed 8 lakh in unpaid royalties for the title track of Sayada, but that post has now been deleted. YRF issued a statement clarifying that all collaborators were paid according to their contracts. It seems like it might have been a misunderstanding or a contractual dispute that has now been settled behind the scenes.
That's good to hear. Public spats over payments are always messy, so it's best for everyone that it's been resolved quickly.
In some more positive news, we have a story that combines the worlds of cinema and science. A group of South Indian superstars, S.S. Rajamouli, Chiranjeevi, and Mahesh Babu, were all celebrating the successful launch of Skyroot's Vikram 1 rocket. I love this. It's so cool. Seeing these huge cultural figures get genuinely excited and proud about a national scientific achievement, it's just really wonderful. It shows how much these milestones mean to everyone. It's a moment of national pride, and they were sharing that with their millions of fans.
It's a great use of their platform. And speaking of using your platform, Sonakshi Sinha has once again been very vocal in her support for the activist Sonam Wangchuck.
Yes, she spoke out after he was forcibly shifted to a hospital during his protest.
She called the move not right and urged for peaceful protest, saying every voice deserves respect.
It takes guts to be an artist in the public eye and consistently speak up on contentious issues. Regardless of where you stand on the issue itself, you have to respect her for using her voice to stand up for what she believes in.
Absolutely. It's a powerful statement. And you know, we started with Priyanka Chopra, so maybe it's fitting to end with a little story about her family. Her cousin sister, Manara Chopra, had a slightly awkward but funny moment with the paparazzi.
Oh, I saw this clip. The photographers were quizzing her about Sonam Wangchuck.
Of all things! And she just looked completely puzzled, saying she didn't know who they were talking about. You could see the genuine confusion on her face.
It's such a classic, bizarre paparazzi moment. They'll just throw any trending name at you to see what kind of reaction they can get. Poor Manara just looked like she wanted to be anywhere else.
It's a strange part of the job, I suppose. Well, from box office battles and national awards to rocket launches and paparazzi puzzles, it's been another packed week in the world of Indian cinema.
It never stops, does it? There's always something new, something exciting, and something to talk about.
And we wouldn't have it any other way. Headlines say heartbeat stop. You've been listening to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com. Come back tomorrow. Namaste.